Baby girl, I know I'm in popular demand. Only you can have my auntie, man. I want you all in
Good vibes are all around. 99 FM's got your feel-good vibes.
99 FM.
In the news tonight, City of Windhoek secures $155 million loan for new power substation to avoid load shedding.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
Good evening and welcome to this edition of News on One. I'm Nashon Maringa. In the news tonight, parent allegedly stabs teacher in the chest. Namibian police introduces senior inspector rank. New fishing factory in Walvis Bay set to employ 200 people. And Business on One, Comments Corner, Sports and the Weather. A Windhoek parent allegedly stabbed a teacher from El Dorado Secondary School in the chest with a screwdriver on Wednesday morning. It is alleged that the male parent showed up at the school situated in Commersdal on Thursday morning after the teacher slapped his son the previous day.
The incident happened at El Dorado Secondary School in Windhoek's Commersdal area. It is alleged that the male parent stabbed the grade 9 teacher in the classroom in front of learners on Thursday morning. The school head of Department for Languages, Rachel Didi, who spoke on behalf of the principal, said the teacher sought medical attention but is at home recovering and is in a stable condition.
Yesterday, when our normal school day started, the teachers were in the staff room for their briefing, and all of a sudden, one learner burst in screaming that Mr. Kalola was stabbed by a parent with a screwdriver. And then that's where now the teachers rush out of the staff room and go and see what happened. The teachers are not taking this matter very lightly. We even indulged the regional office. We had a meeting this afternoon with our inspector, just for the teachers to air their feeling. We are very traumatized.
The Namibian National Teachers Union Regional Executive Chairperson Kevin Kahungi condemned the incident, stating that the union will ask the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture to intervene and take necessary steps within the confines of the law.
Teachers need to be protected. They need to feel safe at their workplace. And it is the responsibility of the employer to ensure that the safety takes place. Now, if a parent can come in and do such event and the ministry is quiet, is not acting upon that, or it's waiting for the aftermath, and then we are not doing justice to what happened. Master Kalola, my comrade, my friend, my fellow colleague of mine, he's at home, trying his utmost best due to what happened. But he haven't received any support from the ministry. Our director was not on the ground to even render his solidarity to the school.
According to the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture's Acting Executive Director, Knox Imbua, a preliminary investigation to establish the circumstances that led to the incident was launched through the regional office. In addition, Imbua stated that they have advised the school to open a case against the parent.
As I indicated, we need to enforce our school safety measures. In other words, ensure that all of security measures are observed. We also would engage, particularly the parents, because these are children coming from somebody's home, where we believe any measures to ensure the security of the school and those within the school, being the community itself, must start with the parents. And for us, issues of awareness among the school communities and in particular the learners themselves is important. Not only for this school, but again, it's an incident that alerts us to the need to ensure that at all times we must be alert at all our schools. We have security presence at all our schools, but I think it's unfortunate that at this point in time we were caught off guard. And I think the advice and the directives to all the regional offices and the circuits and the schools is that they must immediately ensure the enforcement and strengthening of the security measures, that no school children should be allowed to come with weapons within the school premises. Those that have fencing, I think we would be introducing searches at schools randomly to ensure that these incidents does not take place. I must also indicate that we shall be engaging with the police to ensure that they assist us with random searches of schools to try and avert incidences such as this.
Imbua stated that they will enforce safety measures at the school after learners were found in possession of weapons.
Swipe on it and win! Come bank with us and stand a chance to win the grand prize of an eco-friendly hybrid vehicle or one of 40 fuel vouchers worth 40,000 Namibian dollars.
Full tank, asseblief.
To enter, simply make any purchase using your Bank Vintage Visa debit or credit card between the 1st of October 2022 and the 31st of March 2023. With your Bank Vintage Visa card in hand, let's journey together with every swipe. Visit bankvintage.com.na for more information. Protect yourself against fraud and never share your PIN. T's and C's apply. Bank Vintage, a member of Capricorn Group.
Join Trezor every weekday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the nation's favorite radio station, playing the best hip-hop, urban, Afro, and R&B on 99 FM.
99 FM. Be inspired.
Get to Spar for 3 days of super deals and incredible savings across the store. Like 1.35 kg Bokoma Wheat Bix for just $59.99 and 14-gram crude baked beans in tomato sauce. Buy 2 for only $22. It's 3 days of incredible savings only at Spar.
A new senior inspector rank has been introduced within the Namibian police to close the gap between the salary notches of the chief inspector and inspector. With the introduction of the new rank, the police promoted 51 members nationally, which include 30 male and 21 female officers. The promotion is effective on the 1st of April 2023.
Namibian Police Acting Inspector General Major General Anna Marie Nainda explained that the regrading of Chief Inspector from Grade 6 to Grade 5 resulted in the gap between salary grades of Chief Inspector and Inspector. Nainda stated that the approval to close the gap was granted by the Ministry of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security towards the end of last year. Nainda added that members of the force are promoted in recognition of their commitment and dedication to national duties.
The end of last year, 2022, the Honorable Minister of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security directed the Inspector General of the Namibian Police Force and Management to work on the structure and other modalities to ensure the closing of the aforesaid gap. Complementing the aforesaid directives, I found it imperative to highlight that Article 119, subsection 2 of the Namibian Constitution provided for the Inspector General of Police to make provision for a balanced structuring of the force and shall have the power to make suitable appointments to the police force. The Namibian police force commenced working on the amendments of the force structure as well as other modalities thereto towards the beginning of this calendar year 2023.
In addition, Nainda announced transfers, appointments and promotion of senior officers in the Oshikoto and Oshana regions. The force will soon start with a recruitment exercise of over 1,000 youth in order to strengthen the manpower of the force, which is rapidly decreasing, Nainda also announced.
The Regional Crime Investigation Coordinator of Oshikoto Region, Deputy Commissioner Naomi Kachua, is transferred to Criminal Investigation Directorate Headquarters, while Deputy Commissioner Titus Kambiti Ekanjo is promoted and appointed as the new RCIC of Oshikoto Region. Deputy Commissioner Moses Kashala, the head of Special Field Force Division in Oshana Region, has reached his retirement on the 31st, which is today, March 2023. Hence, Chief Inspector Martha Ndinelao Kampolo is promoted to the rank of Deputy Commissioner and transferred and appointed as the new head of Special Field Force Division in Oshana Region.
As they start with their new rank tomorrow as senior inspectors on the 1st of April, the acting Inspector General has encouraged them to continue working hard and to maintain a high level of discipline. Reporting for News on One, I'm Joseph Shefani.
A new fishing factory in Walvis Bay is said to provide 200 employment opportunities for locals at the town. The company, Merlin's Cormorant Fishing, was inaugurated at Walvis Bay at a cost of 70 million Namibian dollars.
The factory, which is situated at the Merlin's Fishing Company premises, can employ up to 440 people at optimal capacity. But due to limited quota availability, the 200 people who will be employed will boost the gross total employment figure to 1,400 people. The Minister of Fisheries and Marine Resources, Derek Claassen, applauded Merlin's group for creating employment. Claassen was happy to hear that the factory plans to employ more people in the future.
It was stated to me that the factory is capable of employing up to 440 people at optimal capacity, but due to the same reason of quota availability, the factory will start operations with only 220 people. So my previous statement, which I made and said that the market is, not the market, the workforce is basically saturated, we can now see here there is room for more people to be employed. Stof tot nadenken, for those that understand. So, but due to the same reasons that were given, availability of the factory will start operation with only 220 people, which will boost the group's total employment figure to 1,400 people. This is indeed good news, and I am extremely pleased to be informed that the additional capacity to employ further 220 people can be activated. Now, allow me to touch a bit on the quantum of the investment, as I mentioned earlier. How encouraged I feel as a Minister of Fisheries and Marine Resources about the faith and confidence the Merlin's Group has shown in the Namibian fishing industry, particularly in this post-COVID era.
The director of Meles Group stated that the company plans to recruit people with school leaving certificates because they will spend less time training them.
We decided to go for grade 12s, thinking if we employ grade 12s, these people are already with a background, with the knowledge, so we can train them more and build on them because the base is there. Some of the equipment we have there is difficult to control there. You ask them any question, boom, they answer you immediately. We are spending between 7,000 and 10,000 hours every year on training. We wouldn't have been able to do this if they didn't have that basic education. But since they have it now, we can build and they can develop like that. We have even, and up until now, we have employed more than 1,200 girls, mostly girls. Somebody might come one day and say that we're discriminating men. Well, we use most of them at sea because it's very, you need more strength and so physical.
The Meles Group already has 2 factories. The opening of the new factory brings the total output of finished high-end consumer products to 13,000 tons of fish ready to be exported to the premium European markets.
Great deals from Choppies. Choppies, great deals for your money.
We've always had the bravery to stand up for what is Namibian, from protecting our homes to fighting injustices. We still celebrate what it means to us and raise a glass to those who show their bravery. No matter how they take on the world, with all this potential in the land of the brave, what will you do to make this Namibia your Namibia?
Welcome to Business on One. Okapoka Safari Lodge, which has been closed since 2020, will open for business this Sunday. The newly renovated lodge has entered into a management agreement with the Gondwana Collection Namibia.
Okapoka is situated 30 kilometers north of Windhoek, which is about 30 minutes drive from the capital. The lodge shut its doors in 2020 during the first COVID-19 lockdown, and during that period, it underwent a complete cosmetic makeover. Speaking at the reopening on Thursday afternoon, Gondwana Collection Namibia senior content architect Christian Jacobi said that the collaboration between Gondwana Collection Namibia and Okapoka means the beginning of a new chapter for both companies. He stated that the partnership also entails merging the lodge with Gondwana's long-standing customer base and sound reputation in tourism sector.
Gondwana has signed a management agreement with Okapoka Game Ranch, or the original Okapoka Game Ranch. It is now called Okapoka Safari Lodge, and Gondwana has taken over the management of the place. We've done extensive renovations since October 2022, and we are now officially open for the public as of 2 April 2023. Everything stays the same with the new renovations and the new rooms. Everything remains as is. We are still open for day visitors.
Gondwana Collection Namibia Reservation Manager Anthea Clote stated that they are excited and looking forward to making this partnership a success. Klute stated that they have changed certain policies to help preserve the experience of the guests and also secure the protected area.
We are absolutely humbled and thankful to the Vlagberger family who have placed their confidence and trust in Gondwana Collection to preserve, expand and refine this lovely piece of Namibian heritage and share it with our country and the world for generations to come. Okapuka Safari Lodge will, as of the 2nd of April 2023, be fully operational once again. We have 3 room types available, including standard rooms, classic safari rooms, and a luxury suite, which you'll have the opportunity to see in a moment. The iconic game drives are also back with phenomenal rhino and sable sightings. For the sake of maintaining the high standards of experience and service we intend to offer here, we have changed our policy slightly.
Klute concluded that the lodge will be open to day visitors provided that they book in advance.
That is all we have for you. Be sure to follow us on our social media pages for more on the business front.
And there is one thing we all love to do, to gather around an open fire in a space that breaks down the barriers and walls between us and connects us to each other. We love to braai.
Ultimate Braai Master, coming to One Africa this February 26th. From 6:30 p.m., we're serving up good times, delicious food, and ice-cold Coke. A recipe for magic.
99 FM's got your feel-good vibes.
99 FM.
This is the drink Dale had when he tried bonding with his future father-in-law.
I'm gonna go get some wood.
This is Dale finding a cliff. This is Dale's new look. This is Dale finding bees, making his way up a cliff. This is a dart.
Dale?
Welcome to the family, Dale Dobbs, where great stories start. Not for persons under the age of 18.
And now let's have a look at Comments Corner, your daily dose of comments from our social media pages. Earlier this week, the Popular Democratic Movement, PDM President Mchenry Vanani, has called on the Minister of Finance and Public Enterprises, Ipumbushimi, to suspend the National Petroleum Corporation of Namibia, NAMCO Managing Director, Emmanuel Mulunga, over what he described as a mafia-style corporate governance unfolding at the entity. Walikapo asked whether the state parastatal can source out from neighboring Angola. Stan has doubts on the line minister suspending the managing director of NAMCOR. That is all from Comments Corner. Be sure to engage in our stories on our social media pages for broadcast on News on One.
Great deals from Choppies. Choppies, great deals for your money.
And now for some sports news. Namibia Sport Commission Chief Administrator Freddie Muya has called on corporate companies to support the Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Service in uplifting amateur athletes in remote areas. Muya made these remarks at the African Triathlon Cup in Swakopmund last weekend.
According to Muya, there is a need for local corporate companies to plow back into the sports industry by supporting amateur athletes, as the majority of them lack financial resources that may enable them to gain exposure.
Today I had a meeting with all 13 regional structures, meaning all the chairpersons, and an assurance was given that they are going to support the executive structure which is currently in place. As such, I also called upon, or I still call upon, the entire corporate Namibia that they must plow more in the amateur, because that's one of the challenges people are experiencing, financial challenges. How do they develop sport at the regional level? It becomes a challenge. I call upon again my governors, 14 governors, and also the chairperson of the regional council in every region, the constituency councillors, because we've got talent in the rural areas, the Zambezi region, the Kunene region, the Kavango region, the Karas region, the Omaheke region, the Hadab, you name them, including the Irongo where we are today here. That once we sponsor those athletes and support them at the grassroots level, it becomes easy for us at the ministry level and also the sport commission level, at the central office, just to be able to facilitate the process of national team, engagement and also support the national team.
Muya indicated that the sports ministry assists regional teams participating in national events by providing transport and fuel costs.
But it's very, very good. I'm happy the Ministry of Sport supported in terms of transport provision to the team members. Very happy about sister partner, the NNOC. They provided also funding to ensure that we fill the buses in terms of fuel and also be able to cover some of the related costs.
Through the ministry's support, Rehoboth-bred para-athlete Charomias Roy told Sport on One that he managed to gain a gold medal in the Rand Merchant Bank Triathlon Challenge that was hosted in South Africa 2 weeks ago. Roy desires to become a Paralympian.
I've taken part in most events that I've taken part was in Rehoboth. At one of them, the triathlon that was there, and the open water swim. I swam there for 2.1 kilometers. Yeah, and last week I was in Cape Town. I was taking part in swimming. Yeah, I came back with 1 gold medal.
That's all the sports news we had for you. Please stay tuned for the weather forecast. And with that, we've come to the end of tonight's edition of News on One. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. From me, Sean Marenga, and the rest of the team, it's good night.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are